runs came in for the Titans in the last inning. The 1-0 pitch. Kind of some off speed there. Catches Valanche. Looking at it. 1-1. Best boy Esney the pitch. Slider moves a little too much horizontal there. Does not catch the outside part of the plate. 2-1.
Yeah, maybe was trying to get a swing and a miss or a slow chopper back to the mound, but in the end, good job by Valanche not being fooled by that pitch.
Pitch looked good from up here, but not to the umpire. 3-1.
Yeah,
Valanche ahead in the count.
Yeah, I thought that might have caught the edge of the zone, but ump says otherwise.
Pitch by Boyazny. Strike. Out down part of the zone. Full count.
Yeah, it's a big count here. If Best Boyani can get him out, then that sets him up in a good position to get out of this inning. But if he lets the leadoff runner on again, then
full count. Pitch misses down, I believe. Looked good from up here. Best Boyazny not liking that call. Valanche gets his first time on base tonight.
And that brings up the catcher and Seamson.
Privet, I think.
Oh, wait. No, this is Privet.
Yep. I'm listening to them. Boyazny checks the runner at first. Comes set. The pitch. Chopper over to the left side. Bends foul over at Michael Saul in the Junior J dugout on the third base line.
Yeah, getting the first pitch for a strike is going to be a big part of this inning for Best Boyazny. If he keeps getting behind in the count, then it's going to be harder to limit those walks and allow less runners to reach base.
For sure. Pitch. Chopper over to third. Saul going to let it trickle foul. Good baseball IQ there from Saul.
Yeah, he didn't really have a play on that ground ball. Decided to let it go foul, and it's probably a smart play on his part.
Yes. Privet makes his jog back to the right-handed batter's box. Boyazny up 0-2, looking for his signature slider that he always tells me about. Boyazny checks the runner at first. Had him, a little high pickoff move, though. Boyazny won't get him.
Yeah, missed a little bit on the pickoff. Probably could have got him, but in the end, it was just wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Boyazny looks in. The pitch. Slider down and away. Does not get Privet chasing. Johnny Valanche still over there at first. Looking for his teammate, Kyle Privet, to move him over.
And on 1-2, you can still basically throw him anything. So it's going to be interesting to see what Best Boyazny
fastball down and in. Was in the strike zone, however, Privet fouls it off.
A good piece of hitting to knock that ball foul.
Boyazny looks over to first, checks the runner. Checks him out of the side of his eye again. Pitched by Best Boyazny. Slider almost clipped him. Almost a steal by Valanche, but he won't take the bait as Chase was ready to pounce on it.
Yeah, they struggled a lot with wild pitches last night. So far, none early on, but you hope that issue doesn't start flaring up again.
2-2 count. Pitch. Fastball, strike three called. Boyazny gets his second punch out of the night on a Kyle Privet look.
Yeah, good pitch by Best Boyazny to get it in the strike zone and get the strikeout. It was a close pitch, but the ump says it's a strike, and whatever he says goes.
For sure. Seamson up at the dish, the catcher. Pitch. Bunt attempt. Takes it. Looks a pretty good. That's a buntable ball if you ask me. They're trying to move Valanche over from first to second.
And getting it out here is important as the order turns over after this. Trenton Andranaga getting the at-bat immediately after this. So
Pitch. Ground ball over to Sommers. Flip to Collins. They get the save. Mitchell pulled his foot. Thought he got him on the tag too. Prep fans disagree. Couldn't really see it from up here. Trenton and Dringa will dig in again.
That brings up top of the order, number 12, Trenton and Dringa.
And the second error of the game for the Junior Jays so far. You hope that they limit those errors. It's not a good thing to give the opposition free base runners, especially early on in an inning with the top of the order coming up.
It's a tough throw by Sommers. It's a little bit high and outside for Collins to handle, had to pull his foot off the base. Junior Jays pride themselves on their back picking. It's won a couple state championships in the past. Boyasny looks at the runner at second. The pitch. Great curveball. Finds the middle of the zone for the first strike of this at-bat for Ndringa.
Yeah, getting a quick start here important with the top of the order. Here Ndringa leading off. He lined out his first time to the second baseman, Mitchell Collins.
Pitch by Best Boyasny, Tipped. Fastball. Counted as a strike.
And the second time he's got an 0-2 count this inning. He worked with that count to get Kai Privet out on a strikeout. And he's open for a similar result here with Ndringa at the plate.
Rolls it over. Sommers. Safe again is the call at second. Sommers wanted it again. Close call over there at second. Obviously, the umpire has the better view than we do. Not going to fight a call here live on the air.
Yeah, the Jays didn't appear very happy with that call, but whether or not it was the right call or not, the bases are now loaded, and there's going to be a mound visit here.
Going to try to talk it over, see what the Junior Jays want to do. 1 out, double play, gets him out of the inning. See if Best Boyasny can roll over a ground ball. Get this team back on the offensive side of the baseball. Colder night than last night, Colton. Kind of field here up in the box. The wind blowing straight in from center field. Tell you, I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, last night was nice. Was one of the warmest nights we had in a while, but tonight the conditions feeling a little bit different, and maybe that's affecting the players a little bit.
Yeah, obviously the ball doesn't fly out of the ballpark as much as it does when it's 90 degrees, 95, and pitchers struggle to kind of keep that arm warm. A lot of layers worn.
Yeah, we saw a couple balls to the wall in the opening game versus Millard West for both teams, but tonight nothing's really even gotten to the outfield so far for either team.
Schrader will step in his second at-bat of the night. Last time in the first inning, deep ground ball in the 5-6 hole. Got him on base, wanted that first run for the Titans. Ball in the dirt. Chase blocks it. Schrader tells his teammate to stay at third. Valanche at third. Simpson at second. And Ndringa at first.
Yeah, and with Danny Wallace and Bryce Waller coming up, it's going to be important to get Schrader out and take care of business here.
Or roll a ball to the middle infield, turn it 2.
That would be nice.
Count 1-1. Best Boyasny the 1-1 pitch. Almost clips him. Doesn't, though. Would have scored a run. 2-1.
There's been a couple balls Best Boyasny has thrown that have almost hit Papio South batters, and you hope that one of them doesn't actually get away from him and nail anyone.
Ooh, that appeared to be on the cap, off the cap. Riley Schrader's bat. Count will go to 2-2. Big punch-out opportunity here for Sam Best Boyasny, the producer.
Yeah, that didn't have to feel very good for Michael Chase. He got a ball hit right back at him, but he's looking to reset in and help Best Boyasny get the big out here.
2-2. Down. Chase gets by Chase, hits the umpire in the foot. Full count. Big pitch here for the Junior Jays.
Situation where you cannot afford a walk. I mean,
No.
you just can't.
Maybe if you get a run here, there might be some activity in that Creighton Prep bullpen. 3-2 pitch by Bez. Ooh, foul ball. Thought Chase had locked it up. Bounces off the plate. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Schrader fouls it off.
Yeah, it was a good pitch, but even better hitting on Schrader's part to keep the at-bat alive. And Best Boyasny's hoping to outmatch him here on this pitch.
3-2 pitch again. Clips Schrader. That'll bring in a run.
And it's a similar situation to what happened in the Millard West game. Too many pitches getting away from the pitcher and leading to runs for the opposing team. And for Papio South, they've now scored 17 straight runs to open off their season.
Good offense for those Titans. Last time Danny Walsh was up, free pass issued by Bez Boyasny. Hopefully not the case here. Fastball down. Bez Boyasny trying to locate in the zone anything at this point.
Yeah, you got to get the ball in there for a strike. You know, just hopefully get a ground ball double play here.
Pitch by Bez Boyasny misses low and away. 2-0 to Wallace. For Coach Mooney over there in the Creighton Prep black jerseys, white bottoms, kind of wondering if you need to go to the bullpen. Told Mitchell Collins will be in relief. Pitch. Fastball up, called, strike one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Collins gets ready for a relief appearance, considering he's playing second base. But
never seen Mitchell Collins pitch the transfer from Omaha North. Another pitch, fouled straight back. Chopper. Believe it'll be 2-2. The next pitch to Wallace.
I mean, if he wants to get out of this inning, Bez Boyasny needs to get Danny Wallace out. You know, avoid even more runs to be on the board for Bryce Waller coming up. Their Papio South's best hitter hit 2 home runs last game, drove in 6 runs.
Ball gets away from Chase. Chase has no idea where it's at. Run scores easily. 18 unanswered runs for the Papillion South Titans.
Yeah, and another wild pitch leading to a run. We saw quite a few of those during the game last night. And unfortunately, it looks like those issues are continuing to occur in this one.
Junior Jay's dealing with some injuries. John Lysick out until further notice with a broken hand. Kobe Hatcher the same. Hopefully, Coach Mooney said around April's their kind of return date as Wallace gets the free pass again.
And getting that second out would have been big, but now Bryce Waller stepping up with a real chance to do some damage.
Waller kind of on the mound tonight for the Titans. Pitch by Bez Boyasny. Strike right down the middle of the plate for his first strike of this at-bat.
Yeah, and you kind of have to wonder how Bryce Waller is going to respond to not being on the mound for quite a bit of time. I mean, sometimes you see that affects a pitcher negatively if they don't pitch for long enough. And very well be the case here.
0-2 the count to Waller. Waller was sat down on looking strikes the last time up.
Yeah, Best Boy honestly hoping for a similar result on this pitch.
Pitch by Bez Boyasny. Thought the slider was in there for a strike. Umpire didn't think so.
It looked like that pitch almost hit Waller, but Best Boy honestly needs to dig in and get out of this inning.
It's an issue with Bez's arm slide. He kind of rollover ground ball by Waller. Home, Gosal for the run, preventing out. Gets the out. Fielder's choice for Waller will get on.
That'll bring up number 9, Brady Fitzpatrick.
It's the second really good heads-up play by Michael Saul thus far this inning. He had a ground ball where he let it go foul instead of allowing an infield single, and he comes up clutch there again by getting the out at the plate, not forcing anything in an attempt to get a double play.
Who's this? Pitch by Bez Boyasny. No movement.
So 1-0 count. Brady Fitzpatrick drove in those 2 runs with the single last time. He's hoping to do some damage, but Creighton Prep's hoping to limit some damage.
Pitch by Bez Boyasny. Outside of the part of the plate, kind of trying to pitch around that righty-lefty matchup. Can't really work the slider, comes into him. The curveball comes into those lefties. So really good against right-handed hitters is Bez Boyasny, not so much against the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, you kind of have to think. You kind of have to, test him in the zone. Get out of this inning. He's already thrown enough pitches, and they don't really need him to throw very much more.
3-0 the count to Fitzpatrick. Billy Asney kind of pitching around him. Pitch by Bez. Fastball catches the outer part of the plate. Kind of saw that pitching around on yesterday with Sam Patton, his second at bat, or his first at bat. They kind of pitched around him, kind of dotted up the outside part of the zone. Complained to me later that they were not in as another line drive at Collins get past the glove. Wheelock in right field. Wheelock throws it in to the first baseman. Titans will score 2 on the second Fitzpatrick hit of the night.
Yeah, 4 RBIs early on for Brady Fitzpatrick. He's having himself a game. But for Creighton Prep, you just hope that the offense gets together a rally because, this is obviously not a very good start. You don't win very many baseball games if you trail 6-0. And looks like they're going to have another mound visit here.
I believe that is Coach Mooney. So I believe with that, they will call in for some relief from the bullpen. We will take a break while they bring in that new relief arm. And we'll be back to you after this.
Welcome back to Jurgensen Park. Colton Alder here with Mike Knockenauer. Jack Cohote will be back in a second. The new pitcher for the Junior Jays will be Ryan Hannigan, number 6, making his first appearance of the year from the pitcher's spot.
Yeah, Ryan Hannigan, part of that Creighton Prep hockey team that made the state championship, just fell short, making his varsity debut here today on the bump.
Yeah, Sam Bespoyazny, the starter for the Junior Jays, also part of that team. He struggled a little bit, gave up 6 runs in this one as Hannigan throws the first pitch for a called strike to Mizunas. And Hannigan's kind of got a bit of a funky arm slot. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects the Papio South hitters down the stretch of this game. The 0-1 is taken for strike 2, but Fitzpatrick steals second base in the process, potentially opening the door for 2 runs to be scored on a single.
Yeah, in that situation, you're gonna let that one go. You already gave up 4 this inning. You don't want to risk a guy coming in from third.
Yeah. And that is a called strike 3. It looked like it might have been a little bit outside to me, but we'll take it.
Top of the second.
Junior Jays trail 6-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning.
Runners left on base.
Back after a hiatus to the concession stand. Hot chocolate grab for the crew on this cold night in March. Junior Jays down 6 runs in their half of the bottom of the second. Papio plated 4 of them in that inning. Junior Jays need to respond.
Sam Patton looking for a big hit here.
Pitch by Waller. Fouled straight over to the left. Sam Patton had a nice knock last night. Kind of a ground ball right up the middle late in the game. Trying to make a charge was the Junior Jays, but came up short to that stacked pitching staff over there at Millard West.
Yeah, he's hoping to get some big hits here tonight. Get the Jays some runs as he fouls that 0-2 back against the screen. Waller's done a really good job throwing strikes tonight, not falling behind in the count. Getting off to a good start for him.
Great start tonight for Waller. Good first inning of work. That curveball stays up, doesn't curve back in the zone. Ball goes right through his glove, thrown back to the mound.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was about to hit Sam Patton, but got out of the way at the last moment.
1-2 pitch to Patton. Fastball up out of the zone. 2-2 to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, Sam Patton looking to get on base. Grant Wagner and Paul Ryberg coming up for the Junior Jays due up this inning.
Pitch to Patton. Fastball, strike 3 call. Outside part of the corner. Sits Patton down looking. Third K of the game for Waller.
Yeah, it looks like that was a little bit outside, but the pitcher Bryce Waller getting the call here as Grant Wagner steps up to the plate for the Junior Jays.
G-Wags, that's his teammates call him. Trying to spark this Junior J offense. Come to the plate to a Future song. G-Wags a big Future fan. Pitch. Curveball. Kind of caught Seamson off guard. Counts 1-0. Seamson going to talk about the signs. Hopefully they're not getting confused over there between the catcher and the pitcher.
Would have been nice if that happened with runners on base, but
Oh, yeah. Got to get there first.
yeah.
Last night we did have a Coach Mooney visit up to the press box. I don't know if we're going to get that this game. We might. Who knows? Beautiful curveball started middle, worked all the way out to the outside corner. Catches the zone for Waller. 1-1 count.
Yeah, Bryce Waller is getting a lot of calls on the outside part of the plate. He's done a good job locating his pitches and getting the calls.
1-1 to the UNO commit. Strike! Inside part of the plate. Wagner upset with that call. Didn't like it. Didn't look like a strike to Miss Ayers up here in the press box. Hey, anything's up for grabs, Miss Ayers. The 1-2 to the UNO right-handed hitter. Ooh, I thought he was going to call that a strike because of the last one. Miss Ayers holding her breath over here doing the walk-up songs tonight.
Yeah.
Never mind, he's not doing the. She is not doing the walk-up song. She's handling the scoreboard out in left field. Sorry, Miss Ayers. Pitch by Waller. Fastball down. Full count.
Wagner. If Wagner gets on base here, that would be a big spark for the Junior Jays to maybe get a rally going here in the second inning.
Wagner hits a V-line foul ball over where that new netting is. Maybe would have broken a window over in the Hyder Center.
Yeah,
Baseball screaming over to Coach Ludke's basketball team.
Yeah, that would not be ideal. Yeah, it's a good thing the netting is up. Avoid anything like that.
Walk by Chase, however, wild pitch. Moves Valanche over to third.
That'll bring up the top of the order for the Titans. Third base.
Turns the order over for the Titans, bringing up Indringo, followed by Schrader and Wallace.
Yeah, and it feels like a repeat of last night's game with all the wild pitches and whatnot going on for the Junior Jays, and you just have to hope that they don't repeat what happened last night.
They're going to come out, kind of talk things over. Hopefully you're going to try to roll a 2-ball to the middle infield, get out of the inning. Be a big momentum play for the Junior Jays.
Yeah, and I don't believe they're going to the bullpen here. There doesn't appear to be anybody warming up in the bullpen. It'll be interesting to see if that changes with the way this inning has been going for the Junior Jays.
For sure. Kind of need to get some momentum starting here in the field, carrying over to the at-bats. Umpire telling them, hey, break it up. Hopefully Hannigan can roll a 2-ball here to the leadoff hitter, Indringa.
Yeah, a double play would be nice. Maybe even a lazy pop-up in the infield that doesn't allow the runner to score from third, or even a strikeout here would work for Hannigan. And anything but getting another base runner on the
Runner goes
board
from
would be-
first. Strike, no throw down by Chase. Moves it back to Hannigan. Runners at the second and third for the Titans.
Yeah, a lot of wild pitches and a lot of stolen bases early on this year, and hope that has changed.
Chopper back to the pitcher, Hannigan. Checks the runner. Still makes the play first. 2 outs, run scores for the Titans.
Yeah, probably a smart play from Hannigan because I don't think they would have gotten the out at the plate, but
Number 7.
ultimately it still hurts to allow another run to get on the board here.
Riley Schrader found first base in both his at-bats tonight, getting hit by the pitch in the second inning, and a ground ball to deep to Sommers in the 5-6 hole.
Yeah, that hit by pitch with the bases loaded brought in a run, and he's hoping to bring in another run here with the runner on third base here.
Be huge for the Titans, already bringing in one this inning. The pitch. Hooked foul by Schrader. 1-1 the count. Wind kind of blowing right to left from right field over to the Junior J bullpen. Hannigan throws the hooking curveball, will not get Schrader 2 bites.
Man, a ground ball here would be nice. Get one of their infielders a chance to make a play, and
Chase blocks the fastball in the dirt. 2-1.
yeah, you can't afford to walk Schrader with Danny Wallace and Bryce Waller coming up at the plate for the Titans. And
Oh, that ball pieced to left field. Ryberg trying to get on his horse. Back at the wall. It's gone. Schrader, 2-run bomb over the left field wall by the scoreboard. Leaves the yard for the first time here, Jurgensen.
yeah, first home run, ballpark that doesn't typically get very many balls to leave the yard, and that gives Papio South a 9-0 lead. They've scored 23 unanswered runs to start off the season now, and Creighton Prep's just hoping to stop the bleeding. And
Now batting.
That ball absolutely pieced by Schrader. As I made a comment about the wind, goes from the right field to the Junior J dugout, doesn't really affect that. What a home run by Schrader, though. That ball has to be hit hard for the ball to fly out of the yard this early in the season.
yeah, it's a good piece of hitting on his part. Papio South has really squared up the ball well, as Bryce Waller had 2 home runs last night.
Ground ball to Sommers by second base. He'll take care of it. Stop the bleeding for the Junior Jays. We will be back with the Junior J half of the 3rd inning after this. Back to the Junior J half offensively for
Mike Wheelock.
the Junior Jays. Mike Wheelock, kind of the hero last night for the Junior Jays offensively. Huge line drive, doubled, score 2.
Yeah, and he also stole a base. Helped the Junior Jays get 3 of the runs that they scored in that game, and
In that 4-run ball game they had. Waller, it's been a while since he's seen the mound. Huge run inning for the Titans. Pitch by Waller. Inside. Too much inside for the umpire to call it a strike. It'll stay at 2-0.
yeah, and Bryce Waller, his last 5 outs recorded have been via the punch out. He hit Paul Ryberg with a pitch, and if it wasn't for that, it would be 5 straight strikeouts on his part, as that is a strike to Wheelock.
2-1 the count to Wheelock. Junior J bats have been very, very cold, almost as cold as it is outside.
That's true.
Ball down, 3-1 to the junior.
And it appears like the lefty Mitch Collins is warming up in the Junior Jays bullpen here.
Pitch. Wheelock swings over the fastball. Full count. Wheelock trying to spark plug this Junior J offense. However, Waller has been mowing down these hitters. 5 strikeouts for him. 2 via the looking strikeout. Looking for another one here. Pitch from Waller. Chopper back to the shortstop. Valanche. Valanche throws to first. Gets the easy rollover ground ball out for the Titans.
Now batting catcher number 8, Michael Chase.
My partner dropped his pen. Got it back though. Pen is a necessity. Michael Chase up to the Junior Jays, the 9-hole hitter. Strike on the outside, top of the corner. Junior Jays just now making it to the bottom of their order.
Yeah, and the top of the order coming up, they're hoping that Chase can get on base here, set up a potential rally here with Thiele and Collins coming up.
Chase, the 1-1 pitch, set up by Waller. Waller comes set. Pitch. Looked good from up here. Umpire didn't think so. 2-1.
Yeah, good take there by Michael Chase, and that sets up big matchup here on 2-1.
Chase looking to spark plug this offense. The pitch from Waller. Line drive right back up the middle. Puts the Junior Jays in the hit column for the first time tonight.
Yeah, good start, get on base here from the 9-hole. Potentially get a bit of a one-out rally going with Jack Thiele and Mitch Collins up at the dish. Maybe get some offense and potentially stage a rally to maybe challenge this lead a little bit and at the bare minimum generate some momentum down this busy stretch of games coming up for him.
Henry Bartholomew, teammates known him as Barty. Pinch running for Chase. Courtesy runner, excuse me. Catchers do get a courtesy runner so they can go put the gear back on. Sounds like heaven to me. Just hitting and not running the bases is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, nice.
Thiele takes the first pitch of his at-bat for a ball.
A good take by Thiele to start off the at-bat.
Hopefully the Junior Jays can get some runs cooking here kind of in the middle of this game.
Taking high for ball 2 by Thiele. Now it's a 2-0 count. Maybe looking to take another ball here to get to a 3-0 count. Maybe generate a walk or get a good pitch to hit.
Thiele takes the fastball down. Still call a strike though. 2-1. Thiele known for his base hitting ability, finding gaps. Pick over to Bartholomew at first. Won't catch him sleeping. Waller looks at the pitch. The sign from Seamson. Comes set. Pitch. Thiele fouls it straight back towards the building. 2-2 the count.
And maybe you see Bartholomew take off here on 2-2 count.
Not really a big lead over there at first for Bartholomew. Gets another step in his lead. The pitch. Won't go from Thiele, down and away. 3-2
Man,
to the right-hander.
I know there's not 2 outs, but you have to consider that maybe Bartholomew takes off regardless of if Thiele decides to swing at this pitch or not, since it's a 3-2 count.
No steal attempt this game. Bartholomew won't go. Ground ball. Bartholomew dodges it in the 4-3 hole. Runners advance. Great ground ball by Thiele to advance this Junior J lineup.
Yeah, and really good hit there by Jack Thiele, keeping the inning alive, and that sets up Mitch Collins here, potentially going to come in relief later. He's got a chance to do some real damage here. 2 runners on here, just 1 out in the inning.
There is some movement. Sorry to cut you off, Colton. There was some movement in the Papillion South bullpen. They might be going to him here. They might be. I believe they will. Waller will exit tonight after recording not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 punch-outs in this game. 2 via the looking strikeout. However, getting a ground ball over to his shortstop, but allowing the next two guys on base.
Yeah, and a good outing for Bryce Waller. He gave them 2 1/3 innings. Good start for him, however. Now the
Number 12, Trenton.
Titans are going to go back to their bullpen here.
Trenton Andringa was over at third base. He will take the bump for the Titans. Charlie Pyle playing third for the Titans instead of Andringa.
And Andringa's came up in each of the first 3 innings for Papio South, and
Don't know where they're going to go offensively with their lineup, but we'll find out in the next inning. Due up for the Titans should be Waller, Fitzpatrick, and Logan Masunis.
and Collins gets on. That sets up a big situation for Grant Summers, probably their best offensive player, and he's got a chance to really do some damage if it gets to that point. But if Collins gets a ball into the outfield or draws a walk here, that could set up a bases loaded or 2 runners on with a run on the board situation for the Jays. And with Summers up at the plate, that would be a pretty good spot for them.
Mitchell Collins with the glow stick bat. Looking to do some damage here for the Junior Jays. Jage. The block by Seamson on the first pitch from Andringa. Collins takes. Chase Bartholomew, Kersey runner for Chase at second. Jack Thiele at first. Trying to keep those legs warm in this cold March weather. Pitch. Gets away from Seamson. Seamson has no idea. Back towards the Papillion-La dugout. Runners advance 90 feet.
Yeah, and that's been something that's been plaguing Creighton Prep throughout the season. Ball just getting away from the catcher on a hop. But it's nice to have it go the other way for once. Just help the Jays get a potential rally going and maybe get some runs on the board here.
Andringa looking to kind of get out of this jam. Strike over to Collins on 2-1. Collins looking to do some damage with runners in scoring position. The pitch. Collins tied up on the off speed. Changeup looked like it got Collins all messed up.
Yeah, it looked like he was expecting the fastball there, but in the end he got a changeup and just not able to catch up to it.
2-2 pitch to Collins. Slider, strike 3 on the corner for Collins. Sits him down on 3 straight strikes. Huge punch out for the Titans.
Yeah, good pitch by Andringa to get the out here as Grant Summers steps up to the plate for the Junior Jays. But
they need a big hit out of him here.
Yeah, I mean, if you go down 9-0 heading into the 4th, that's a much worse situation than if you were down only 9-2. Or better yet, maybe you get some even more runs than that. But first you have to take care of business and get at least a couple in here.
Summers doesn't bite on the first pitch. 1-0. Needs to fight this at bat off and score these 2 runs to the Junior Jays to get some life back into that hitting lineup.
And with the pitching staff struggling the way it has, they're really going to need this offense to step up big time. And
missing like the bats of Kobe Hatcher. Kind of a drastic loss for them early in the season. Kind of that heart and soul of their hitting lineup, especially last year in their deep run.
Yeah.
Pitch. Curveball down, 3-0.
Yeah, good start to this at bat for Grant Summers. If he takes the ball here, then that would set up Sam Patton with the bases loaded.
Patton does have some pop in the bat. I think Coach Mooney kind of, I don't know. So I feel like Summers, he's a great hitter, does have kind of the green light. If he gets a fastball hittable, 3-0.
Yeah.
Pitch. Does take the curveball, strike.
Yeah, I don't think Summers has the green light.
One swing of that pitch, though.
Yeah.
Curveball kind of right down Main Street.
It was taken all the way on that 3-0 count, and that sets up potential opportunity for. Oh.
Strike call. Right on the corner, 3-2 to Somers.
Looks like it was outside to me, but might have clipped the zone there.
Still good spot by Indringa to get it there. Indringa looking to fight back. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball over to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the easy throw over to first. Prep leaves them stranded, still scoreless in their half of this inning. We'll be back with the next inning after this. Back up for the Titans half of the top of the fourth. Still Junior Jays scoreless at 0. Titans at 9. Hannigan still on the bump for the Junior Jays. Before Bryce Waller will step in. First pitch away from Chase. Ball 1.
Yeah, Bryce Waller's night as a pitcher might be over, but his day as a hitter, definitely not. Probably Papio South's best hitter, and I haven't really seen it so far today. He's struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice, but
Hannigan trying to cook something up here. Count 1-1.
yeah, and you need to get out of this inning quickly, maybe get the bats back on the field early on.
Going to spike in the fastball in front of Chase. 2-1 the count.
And it would be good for Creighton Prep to put Andringa in a position where he doesn't really have much time to rest between innings. And
Pitch. Curveball in for strike 2.
good
2-2 count.
good curve in by Hannigan. Maybe change it up a little bit. 2-1, you're kind of expecting the fastball, and
Goes with the curveball again. Does not get Waller. 3-2 the count. Tonight, Waller, 1 strikeout looking in the first, and a fielder's choice getting all the way to third base in the second. Fastball, got him. Strike 3 called. Waller thought it was ball 4. Umpire says otherwise. Great strikeout for the night for Hannigan.
yeah, and it's good to get the opening out of the inning. In the last 2 innings where they gave up 7 combined runs, they allowed the leadoff runner on both times with a walk to Valanche, and Valanche reaching on an error in the third, and it's good to get the opening out of this inning this time.
Now, into the hottest hit of the night for the Titans, Brady Fitzpatrick. 2 for 2 with 2 hits, both to right field, scoring 4 runs for the Titans in their 9-point advantage over the Junior Jays.
And unless he has a ball that leaves the yard here, he's not going to bring in any runs with this at bat, but he's hoping to get on base, maybe score a run of his own. But Creighton Prep looking to get him out, get out of this inning quickly.
Pitch from Hannigan. Curveball in at the dish. 1-2 count. 2 Papillion South 5-hole hitter. Fitzpatrick steps out, clears head. Hannigan looking for another punch out in a row. So make it 2. The pitch. Ooh, I thought it was strike 3 on the corner. Umpire did not think so.
Yeah, it was a close pitch. It seems like it's going more the way of the hitter with 2 strikes thus far today, but it's a good take by Fitzpatrick there as he grounds it over to first.
Teely will put it away. 2 up, 2 down for the Titans. Hannigan trying to make quick work of these hitters.
Yeah, and I believe it would be Creighton Prep's first 1-2-3 inning of the season if they were able to get a batter out here. And it looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter in Gilbreth up the dish for Papio South. And Grant Gilbreth taking over first base duty, presumably for Mizunas.
Mizunas 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging and 1 looking. Gilbreth looking to kind of take that mantle and give that place a hit tonight. Everybody seems to have that glow stick orange bat this year. Curveball in the dirt does not catch Gilbreth. 1-0.
And pinch hitter up at the plate. Papio South hoping that a different look results in a runner on base here as Gilbreth takes ball 2.
Fastball up out of the zone for Hannigan. Gilbreth taking his time getting set. Pitch to Gilbreth. Fastball down. Chase between his legs throws it back to the pitcher. Hannigan kind of working fast here. Trying to get the bats back in his hitter's hands. The pitch. Fastball right down Main Street for the first strike of this at-bat.
Yeah, and a good pitch by Hannigan gets called for a strike here. Presume Gilbreth did not have the sign to go, and that one's way outside for ball 4.
That would be why. Ball 4 from Hannigan puts Gilbreth on.
That brings up Valenchu. Although he hasn't gotten a hit, he's scored 2 runs and reached twice on a walk and an error, and it looks like we might have pitching change here.
I think we might be going with the lefty North transfer, Mitchell Collins. Righty. Or they're going to the big man, Mike Burt. Played first base last night in the home opener. 3-sport athlete for the Junior Jays, tight end for football, big man for basketball.
Yeah, got the start at first base last night. Struggled a little bit at the plate, but Burt, very multi-talented. He can show up big time and looking to get a big out here to get out of this 4th inning.
A lot of length. Huge guy. I mean, I know I'm not the tallest human being in the world, but that guy's tall.
Yeah.
Guess we'll take a brief break while Mike Burt warms up his arm, and we'll warm up here up in the press box. We'll be back after this. Back here at Jurgensen Park, Mike Burt warms up his arm. I've warmed up here in the press box. So has Mike Knockenhauer, our computer guy, and Colton Adler, our color commentator. It's been a slow game for the Junior Jays, offensively high-powered for the visiting Papillion South Titans.
Yeah, and one team started off the season really cold and the other really hot. I mean, Papio South, 23 unanswered runs dating back to that 14-0 victory over Kearney yesterday, and Creighton Prep coming off that 9-4 loss versus Millard West. They've struggled a little bit more here today, and they're hoping to turn it around.
For sure. Pitch. Sky to right field. Mike Wheelock traveling back. Secures the out, and that is the inning. Junior Jays back on the bats after our break. Back for the Junior Jays, bottom of the fourth inning. Sam Patton up at the dish in the right-handed batter's box. Never mind, Henry Bartholomew in for Sam Patton in center field probably.
Yeah, and it's an interesting change. It'll be interesting to see who they replace as the designated runner for Chase.
Moves down the line, too slow. Easy, one pitch, one out for the Titans.
And a good start for Andringa here in the fourth inning. He's hoping to get through a quick inning, maybe get the mercy rule through 5 once again.
Would have to score a run in the next inning, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Andringa on the windup. Gets a sign, changes the pitch in his glove. The pitch. Cut on him, missed by Wagner. Junior Jays have been allowed to 2 hits tonight. Most of their outs coming via the punch-out. 6 punch-outs for the Titans. Simpson tried to move that ball back in the zone. Umpire won't buy it. 1-1 count. Pitch. Strike called. Fastball right down Main Street to Wagner. Wagner needs to kind of pull the trigger on this at-bat. Wagner 0 for 1 with the strikeout in his last at-bat. Andringa the pitch. Cut on him, missed. Never mind, foul ball. Back to Simpson, ball bounced forward.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Andringa went right back to the breaking ball here on this pitch.
1-2. 1-2. Pitch. Thought we were going to get a fastball, ring him up. No. Umpire just thought it was a little bit outside. Wagner stays alive. 2-2. Pitch. Foul ball by Wagner. Fastball up and in. Wagner wanted it. Couldn't get the bat around in time.
Yeah, and Andringa working pretty fast this at bat. Getting through the hitters pretty quickly in terms of time between pitches. He does not need a pitch clock, I think it's safe to say.
Fastball up and in on Wagner, trying to take his head off. 3-2. Love that pitch clock joke. That was good.
Thanks.
Pitch from Indringa. Center field, ball trailing. Center fielder comes on and makes the catch. Wagner, the wind blowing that ball straight in. F8. Fly out to center field.
Yeah, it was a good hit ball by Wagner, but a really good play by the outfielder and Wallace to catch up to it. One of the best underclassmen in all of Class A, and he shows it on the defensive end here.
Number 15 in for the Junior Jays. Josh Carney up with the dish. Thank you, Mike. I know he's a sophomore. Played basketball. It's hard to don't have a roster in front of me, just the starting 9. Carney, really good sophomore class and freshman class for the Junior Jays. Future looking bright. Carney takes the pitch high. 1-1.
And Carney took the mound last night, pitched 2 innings, got 2 strikeouts, walked 2 batters, gave up 2 runs, but only one of them was earned, and he's hoping to come up big at the plate here.
Fastball down, 2-1. Carney, a part of that team that went all the way to the district final, losing to Lincoln Southeast. Great game.
And he'll probably step into a bigger role next year with a lot of the guards for Creighton Prep graduating in terms of P.J. Newbill, Joey Rischel, and might come up with a bigger role either in the bench or in the starting rotation.
2-1. Pitch. Strike 3! Sorry about that. It was 2-2. Strike 3 called. Right down Main Street was the fastball. Blows it right by Carney. We'll be back with maybe the last inning of the night for the Titans after this. Back for the Titans, half of the top of the 5th inning. Run rule kind of coming into place. If the Titans play one more run and the Junior Jays go scoreless in their half of the 5th, the game would be over.
Kai Privet at the plate for Papio South. He is struck out in both of his at-bats.
Check swing over to the second baseman. Flip, make the play. Easy, 1 pitch, 1 out for the Junior Jays.
Yeah, it's good to get a first pitch out, especially with how much the Junior Jays have struggled to get those early outs today. Is Seamson, the catcher, in the 9-hole coming up to the dish. Be good to get an out here, prevent runners getting on for the top half of the order. It's been a long day for Creighton Prep, and
offensively.
Yeah.
Pitch. Mike Bird's pitch too high for Seamson, 1-0. Too far outside his wall on that pitch. Mike Burt down on the count 2-0.
Man, you have to throw a strike here, get back in the count.
Pitch. Fastball inside. Just misses Seamson. 3-0. Count to Seamson. The windup in the pitch from Burt. Fastball right down Main Street. Strike one.
And a good pitch by Burt to get back into the count a little bit. Maybe get a ground ball here, or at least get the ball in the zone for a strike.
Roll over ground ball 2. Well, Sommers over there at shortstop. Fires over to Thiele. 6-2-3.
And for the second straight inning, the Jays get the first 2 outs of the frame. Burt has retired the first 3 batters he's faced, but Andringa comes up to the plate for Papio South in the pitcher spot here.
Do like these Papio South uniforms. Nice all blue, white base, blue pinstripe uniforms. First pitch from Burt. Fastball down. I am a fan of them. One thing I'm not a fan of is the face mask, though. I know it's kind of what they're known for over there in Papio, so.
Yeah, I think it kind of looks a little bit odd at first, but you get used to it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I really like the blue helmets, though.
I do too.
It's pretty nice.
Count to Andringa 1-1, I believe. Fastball right down Main Street. 1-2, the count to Andringa. Mike Burt looking for a punch out. Be big for the Junior J momentum. Takes a step off.
I'm not making the same mistake I did last inning with mentioning something before it happens, but
Pitch. Roll over ground ball. Over to the third baseman, Saul. Saul gathers, fires. I thought Thiele picked it. He did not, just missed it. And Dringer reaches on the fielder's error.
think that might be ruled a hit. But
Was kind of a tough play. I think it would have been a hit if it was over towards if Sommers picked it up, but
yeah.
you could say it both ways. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it's a hit.
All right.
Riley Schrader. Home run last time up at bat. Cleared the wall by a good amount over there in left.
Man, you just hope that he doesn't do it again.
Strike from Mike Burt on the fastball. That ball was pieced, though. I tell you. Couldn't really see it from our angle, but that ball was indeed hit hard. Line drive over to Sommers. Sommers, no issue getting that one. Line to the shortstop. Junior Jays need to get some offense going to have a chance in this one. We will be back after this. Back to the action here at Jurgensen Park. Junior Jays down by 9 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Looking for some offense.
Yeah, Michael Saul coming up to the plate, looking to. I mean, if you need some offense, you better call Saul, I guess.
Ding! But Colton, that was money.
That was better than anything Tejan has said all year.
I
Right.
totally agree. Sorry, Tejan, if you're listening. We don't make the rules. How? Tejan's had his fair share of one-liners in our media class.
Yeah.
That was actually really good. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right. Back to baseball. Michael Saul looking to get these bats started for the Junior Jays. Pitch. No swing from Burt, too low on the off speed.
Three-one count, a walk would be pretty big for the Jays here as he swings and misses.
Full count to the junior. For Papio, the strikeout could be the dagger. Foul ball by Saul.
I think Andringa probably goes breaking ball here, try to get a swing and a miss.
Could also see an elevated fastball. 3-2 pitch. Saul ropes it just foul. Put a good swing on that one. Just bends it left of the line. The pitch. Strike 3 called on the corner. Saul thought it was ball 4. Umpire saw him throw the bat. Called strike 3.
Yeah. Looks like it was a little bit outside to me, but it is what it is, and Mike Wheelock comes up to the plate. Looking to maybe get on base here, maybe get the Jays some runs, avoid being shut out.
Fastball up. Won't find the zone. 2-0 to Wheelock. Wind up from Andringa. The delivery. Swung on a miss by Wheelock. Kind of fastball hunting 2-1 the count. Papio South looking for their 9th punch out of the game. Roped right back up the middle to the shortstop. Shortstop fires over to first, gets the easy out. 2 outs for the Junior Jays.
Now batting for the Jays, number 12, Jacob Petro.
Jacob Petro pinch hitting for Michael Chase for the 2nd straight night. He got a single in his only at bat last night, and Junior Jays hoping he can get on base again here. Avoid getting shut out.
Off speed, not in for a strike. Petro looking to ignite this Junior J offense deep into this game. The pitch. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 the count.
And at this point, considering the game's out of question, I mean, for the Jays, you kind of just need to get some runs, maybe get some momentum going.
And it will start with a rope down the right field line. Petro needs to turn on the wheels. He will get to second with ease. Junior Jays are in business with 2 outs, courtesy of a double by Petro.
Yeah, good piece of hitting from Petro. He knocks it the other way pretty hard and gets to second base, and that brings up the top of the order with a chance to bring him in from second.
Senior Jack Thiele will step up to the dish. Courtesy runner for Petro at second. Petro off to a great start in his season. 2 for 2 on hits.
Now courtesy running for the Jays, number 9, Brady Eck.
Brady Eck, who pitched 2 innings last night, will pinch run for Jacob Petro here.
Pitch. Off speed in on the corner. Gets Thiele with his first strike.
A good pitch there from Andringa and gets him off to a good start in this bat.
Andringa, another off-speed slider. Comes into the zone. kind of checking the runner over at second. Up 0-2 in the count, looking for another punch out. The pitch. Down and away. Thiele will not chase. Looks in for the sign from Seamson. Pitch from Andringa. Off speed, right back to the second baseman. Short hopper. Over to first. Easy 4-3 play, and that'll end the Junior Jays' bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll be back with the Titans' half of the 6th after this. Back for the Titans' top half of the 6th inning. Jack Coho, your play-by-play commentator, and Colton Adler, your color commentator. Colton, it's been a slow game for the Junior Jays, hot for the Papillion South Titans.
Yeah, and it's kind of a repeat of what happened last night. Creighton Prep struggled with control and defense and striking out last game, and they've struggled with those same things today. But Papio South they've built on a lot of their strengths from the Kearney game and continued to use them throughout this one. There was the 2-run home run by Schrader in the 3rd that got them a 9-0 lead. They haven't scored since, but, I mean, 9 runs is basically all you need.
Just need one more for that mark of the run rule. Danny Wallace back up at the dish. Ground ball to the shortstop last time and 2 walks via the free pass. Burt, 2 strikes to number 3, Danny Wallace. Mike Burt looking for another punch out. Pitch. Roped over in that 5-6 hole. Wallace not going to try for second. Going to take a nice round at first. The Titans are in business here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, leadoff single for Danny Wallace there brings up Bryce Waller, who has been held in check today. He has not gotten a hit in 3 at-bats, including 2 strikeouts, but at any point that can change with a player of his caliber.
And it won't here, according to Sommers. Short hop, no play. I believe that will go down as an infield single for Bryce Waller.
Yeah, back-to-back singles to the middle of the Papio South order brings up Brady Fitzpatrick, who's already driven up 4 runs today on 2 singles, and he could bring in at least 1 more here with another single and maybe 2 more on a ball in the gap.
Played quarterback a couple years for the Papillion South Titans football team. Not a couple deep runs for them in the state tournament regarding football, but always a team that you kind of have to look out for.
Yeah, and his brother Nolan also on the Papillion South bench for this one.
First pitch from Burt, a strike. Danny Wallace on second. Bryce Waller on first. Fitzpatrick up at the plate. Righty on lefty matchup, favoring the hitter Fitzpatrick. Pitch. Blocked by Petro. He's been good, really good hitting-wise for the Junior Jays in these last 2 games, getting 2 hits. 1 today and 1 yesterday.
Yeah, 2 hits and 2 at-bats. That's a really good start.
Burt looks back to second. The pitch. Not a strike call. Looked good. Maybe a little bit low from our angle, but count 2-1.
And Michael Burt, prior to this inning, was pitching very well for the Junior Jays. Only gave up that single to Andringa in the 5th, and that was it. But back-to-back singles to kick off this inning, and now a 3-1 count to Fitzpatrick are really putting him in some trouble.
3-1 to Fitzpatrick. The hitter's count favoring him.
And you have to assume Creighton Prep will start to consider going to the bullpen if Fitzpatrick gets on here.
Petro going to go talk to Mike Burt. Kind of talk things over.
There's no one warming up in Creighton Prep's bullpen, and as far as I can tell, there's no one warming up in Papio South's bullpen either. So it appears like the pitchers that are currently in the game will be in for quite a bit longer.
And if you're Papio South, I mean, why make the change? You're already deep enough in this game. All you need is 1 run, and you're almost at the 7th inning here.
Yeah.
All you need is 1 run, and hold the Junior Jays scoreless. Ball 4 to Brady Fitzpatrick. Loads the bases for the Titans.
Burt retiring 4 of the first 5 batters, but he's retired none of the first 3 here, as that brings up
Petro with a nice block in the dirt. Keep these runners in check.
appears like Mizunas is back up at the plate. I thought he got pinch hit for by Gilbreth in the 4th, but apparently not.
Another ball in the dirt, low and away for Mike Burt, 2-0. If you're Burt, you can't walk in a run here. You got to at least make him hit it. Pitch. Fastball blown by Masunas. 2-1.
And you have to locate this pitch, avoid getting that 10th run on the board. If you can get out of this inning without giving up that 10th run, that would be a success for him.
2 strikes in a row for the junior Mike Burt. Looking to put down the hitter. Masunas 2-2. The pitch from Burt. Fastball. Masunas still late on it. 2-2 still.
A good job on his part to foul that 2-2 back and keep the at-bat alive.
Pitch from Burt. Fastball right down the middle. Sits down Masunas for his 3rd strikeout of the night. 2nd one looking.
And it's been a rough day for Mizunas as Johnny Valanche comes back up to the plate for Papio South.
Johnny Valanche reached twice tonight.
Yeah, he might not have a hit, but he's performed pretty well. Reached base twice on a walk and an error. He flew out to Mike Wheelock in his last at-bat in the 4th inning, at end of the 4th inning.
Burt looking for another out. The pitch. Ground ball over to Summers at first. Can't handle it. That 10th run will come across the score for the Titans. Run rule in play if the Junior Jays do not score in their next inning.
And an error there by Summers will result in the 10th run as we have a pinch hitter in Michael Blake for the Titans here.
Titans still got the bases juiced. Mike Bird trying to calm himself down, get himself out of this jam.
Yeah, and I think they're probably going to let Burt get out of this inning because it's already late enough in the game. You don't want to use more of your relief arms for a game that's basically over at this point.
Mm-hmm. With a busy schedule in the spring, both teams play a lot of games in the span of a week.
Yeah, Creighton Prep has a game versus Elkhorn North tomorrow night. And they've got West Side.
Short hop over to Somers. Somers will go to third with it. And he will get the out. 4-2 outs. However, error thrown to second base will not get the double up. However, another run will score. 11-0 Titans here in the top of the sixth.
Yeah, Papio South has to be happy that they got that insurance run as we've got another pinch hitter in Scoofus here. And he will presumably be the new catcher for the Titans.
Mike Burt eyeing down the catcher Petro, getting his sign. Runners on first and second. Pitch from Burt. Fastball low. 1-0.
Good take there by Scoofus. He's looking to bring in another run as a pinch hitter, maybe get that average up a little bit, and give them even more runs to rely on with a chance to get the run rule win in the bottom half.
Burt eyes back the runner at second, making sure he's not going anywhere. Roped past the third baseman. Runs will score. Runner around third, holding at third, and second with a double is the pinch hitter.
12-0. That is 26 unanswered runs for Papio South. To start off this year, they've really been on a tear, both hitting and pitching early on the season.
Game already out of the hands of the Junior Jays. Titans just pouring it on now. Errors biting the Junior Jays in the butt a lot this game. Pitch from Burt. Fly ball straight back to the screen. Misses the screen and goes over our heads over here in the press box. I believe this is Andringa up at the dish.
This is his fifth plate appearance so far.
Roped over to Somers. Somers goes to the first baseman, Thiele. Retires the side. To the Junior Jays, bottom half of the sixth. Junior Jays need 3 runs. 2 runs, 3 runs to not get run ruled here in their half of the sixth. We'll be back after this. Back for the Junior J half of the 6th inning. Junior J's need to play 3 in order for no run rule to come into play. And Dringa still on the bump for the Titans. Mitchell Collins set to get us started here in the Junior J half of the 6th. First pitch to Collins. Ropes. What a play by the first baseman. First baseman goes to first. Safe is Collins with his wheels.
Infield single here for Mitchell Collins. A good piece of hitting on his part to hit it to the right side of the infield.
Now batting number 17,
Beat the
Grant
play out.
Wilson.
Good hustle on his part and gets Creighton Prep a base runner here. Potentially avoid getting run ruled here in the 6th.
At this point in the game, you're playing for pride. Junior Jays need to play 1 to not get shut out. Pitch from Andringa. Sommers cut on and missed is the off speed. 0-1.
And you kind of just need to get that 1 run on the board, get a little bit of pride, and not have the embarrassment of getting shut out. As that
Ooh, a pitch that made Sommers turn around. Thought it was almost going to hit him. Umpire calls it a strike.
I thought
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that one was ball.
Going to agree with you on that one, Colton. Ground ball over to second. 4, 6, 3. Double play for the Titans.
Now Sam Patton will be, Henry Bartholomew will be the the last man standing for the Junior Jays.
Oh, never mind. Not a 6-4-3 double play. Sommers will be called safe. I think the first baseman pulled his foot off the bag. First base coach arguing the call. Gets the call in the Junior Jays' favor. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Henry Bartholomew set to step up at the dish. Pitch from Andringa. Fastball in their first strike. That was a beautiful turn double play. Just first baseman's foot came off the back.
And that error's not really going to mean very much in the grand scheme of this game, but Creighton Prep's hoping it can get them at least a couple runs.
Play
make
for pride.
make it look a little bit better on the stat sheet, I guess.
Rocky start to the season for the Junior Jays. They'll be back in action. Not here on CPTV. You can probably look for it. Maybe on Twitter. We don't know yet. They'll be playing at Elkhorn North.
Yeah.
Peter Mann pumps his fist. He might be at the game tomorrow.
Yeah,
He is the Twitter guy. Never mind. He will be at the game tomorrow. Pitch. Down and away. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, and they're hoping to win at Elkhorn North tomorrow. Could potentially lift them up in the
Fastball. Cut on a missed. Out number 2 for Trevinga.
Now batting
now Grant Wagner will be the last batter for the Junior Jays potentially, and hoping to keep it alive, at least one more guy.
That is the 9th strikeout for the Titans in this game. 10 would be a good mark for your pitching staff in a game.
Yeah, and they hit 12 last game versus Kearney. Creighton Prep struck out 13 times versus Millard West. And it's kind of been a consistent theme. Papio South has been good at getting the strikeout. Creighton Prep struggled to put the ball in play. And you hope that's a trend for the Junior Jays that doesn't repeat itself throughout the year.
Wagner, last man standing. Pitch. Fastball down, won't catch Wagner. Sleeping. 3-0 the count. Wagner looking to put himself in a position to get on the base. Pass the bat to the next guy. Pitch. Fastball, strike. 3-1 to the UNO signee.
Yeah, and maybe a walk or a hit here could provide some momentum that gives them, a better chance of winning versus Elkhorn North and ultimately West Side.
Ball in the other batter's box will walk Grant Wagner.
the walk brings up number 15,
brings up Josh Carney, the sophomore. Pitched last night, 2 strikeouts, 2 innings pitched. A lot of 2 runs, a lot of 2s.
Yeah, Kearney struck out in his first at-bat in this one, but he's hoping to at least put the ball in play here, maybe keep him alive a little bit more. Potentially bring in that first run of the game in Grant Summers standing on second base.
Ball high. Catcher tried to frame it down. Umpire won't fall for it. Pitch. Fastball down, 2-0 to the sophomore. Carney looks at Andringa on the bump. The pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. Excuse me, cut on and foul tipped. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, Kearney got to do something with the bat here. Keep him alive a little bit longer.
That ball misses in the other batter's box, down and away. 3-1 the count. Carney in the hitter's count, looking to put a ball on that green turf out there in center field. The swing over to the shortstop. He'll go to second. Papillion South Titans come into Jurgensen Park and dominate from the first pitch to the last one. Titans win 13-0 here at Jurgensen. For Jack Coho, your play-by-play announcer, Colton Adler, your color commentator, and Mike Knockenhauer, your computer guy. So long from Jurgensen, and we will see you at the Westside game. Have a good night.